Mabuhay. We're going deep on Adobe Express today. You know that app that's kind of blowing up as like a one-stop shop
Yeah.
for all things creative, and we're going to look at how it can benefit new users and really seasoned users, and we'll throw in some insights for marketers. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll even find a way to become an Adobe certified educator
Hmm.
on the way.
I think that's a great goal. Adobe Express is designed to be versatile for a really wide range of users, and it's fascinating how it's both beginner-friendly, but also packed with really advanced features.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit. You know, the Welcome to the Adobe Express user guide really highlights how much this app can actually do. We're talking video editing, image manipulation. You can create documents, web pages. It's almost overwhelming how much they've managed to squeeze into one platform.
Yeah, it's the beauty of that all-in-one approach, you know? For
Yeah.
someone just starting out, it's way less intimidating than juggling a bunch of different programs for each task. But even for advanced users, you know? Keeping projects within that Express ecosystem can be a huge time saver. Imagine just seamlessly moving from, like, editing a video clip to designing a social media graphic, all while keeping your branding consistent across the project.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And speaking of starting out, the user guide is full of what I call like those quick win features that make it so easy to jump in, like those quick actions,
Yeah.
like being able to remove a background from an image just like that, or convert a file to a PDF in seconds. That can be a lifesaver.
Oh, absolutely. Think about someone new trying to create a professional-looking social media post. That background removal tool instantly elevates their content. And then PDFs. You're suddenly sharing documents that look consistent on any device. And they're more secure because they can't be easily altered. It's about empowering users to present themselves and their work in a way more polished and impactful way.
Yeah, it's like those small features make a huge difference in how your work is perceived. But as you get more comfortable with Express, you can start to unlock some really seriously advanced features that are really relevant for marketers. The user guide and what's new sections mention things like working with layers, scheduling social media posts, even creating and managing entire brand kits within the app.
Yeah, and that's where Express really starts to shine for marketers. Imagine having all of your brand elements, your logos, your fonts, your color palettes, all in one central hub. And you can just easily apply them across all your different projects. You can even schedule those social media posts in advance. Ensure a consistent brand identity across all platforms. Streamline your workflow.
It's like having a virtual marketing assistant built right in. And speaking of cutting-edge tools, we can't forget about the elephant in the room, generative AI. Adobe's really gone all in on integrating AI into Express.
Absolutely. It's woven into the fabric of the app. You can create images from text prompts, generate really stylish text effects, even suggest captions for your social media posts. It's remarkable.
It's almost like having a whole creative team at your fingertips. But for marketers who might be familiar with Canva, which is known for being super user-friendly and having tons of templates, how does Express kind of measure up?
That's a great question. Canva is fantastic for getting started quickly. They have that vast template library. But what Express offers is this deeper integration with other Adobe apps, those advanced brand management features that we talked about, and of course the power of generative AI. So it really depends on your specific needs and priorities as a marketer.
So Canva might be great for dipping your toes in, but Express is where you go when you want to level up your creative game.
And speaking of leveling up, I've noticed something kind of intriguing as we've been going deeper with Express. It seems like there's a potential connection to professional development, specifically with Adobe's Creative Educator certification. You're absolutely right. Think about the skills that you're developing when you master Adobe Express. The ability to create really compelling visuals, tell stories, communicate effectively using digital tools. These are really sought-after skills in a variety of fields, especially education. And becoming proficient in Express really shows your commitment to creative thinking and digital literacy, which can be valuable for anyone.
That's a cool perk I hadn't considered before. So not only can Adobe Express help you create amazing content, but it can also boost your professional credentials. Now, before we move on, I'm curious what aspect of Adobe Express has stood out to you the most so far? What are you most excited to kind of explore further?
I think I'm most intrigued by how seamlessly generative AI is integrated into the workflow. It's not just a standalone feature, it's really woven into every aspect of the creative process, making it accessible at every stage. It feels like the future of creativity is unfolding right before our eyes, and that's incredibly exciting.
I completely agree. It's fantastic to see how this technology really empowers anyone to bring their creative visions to life, regardless of their technical expertise. But for now, let's take a closer look at some of those everyday features. that make Adobe Express such a versatile tool.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in the buzz around AI and all the advanced features, but sometimes the most impactful tools are the ones that simplify everyday tasks.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that's one of the things that makes Adobe Express so appealing. It's got those flashy features we've been talking about, but it's also incredibly practical for handling those day-to-day creative needs.
Exactly. The user guide actually devotes a whole section to working with PDFs. Now, it might not be as glamorous as generative AI, but for a lot of users, this is where Express becomes indispensable.
Right, so we're talking about converting documents to PDFs,
Yeah.
editing existing ones, maybe even combining multiple files, things that we all encounter regularly, whether it's for work or personal projects.
Precisely. And having those tools readily available in one app is so convenient. It's like having a Swiss Army knife for your digital content. Plus, with Express, you can create PDFs from scratch using templates. Imagine designing like a professional-looking report or even an ebook without needing complex layout software.
Yeah, that's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt intimidated by traditional publishing tools. It's all about empowering users to create high-quality content, regardless of their technical background.
And speaking of breaking down barriers, another feature that caught my eye is the ability to add captions to videos.
Oh yes, this is huge for accessibility. It ensures that video content can be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of hearing ability. It's a small detail that can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. It shows how thoughtfully Express is designed. And it highlights the growing importance of video in our digital world, whether it's for social media marketing or internal communications. Being able to create and edit videos easily is becoming an essential skill.
And Express doesn't just stop at the basics. You can trim crop, add music sound effects, even animate characters. It's a surprisingly powerful video editing suite, packed into an app known for its simplicity.
Yeah, they've definitely struck a balance between power and ease of use. And they keep innovating. The What's New section mentions a feature that lets you remove the background from a video, just like you can with images.
Wait, seriously? So you could take a video of yourself speaking and instantly replace the background with something else? That's incredible.
That's right. It's the kind of feature that used to require specialized software and a lot of technical know-how. Now it's accessible to anyone with Express. I can see this being incredibly useful for creating engaging social media content, online courses, even virtual presentations. The possibilities are endless.
It really speaks to how Express is evolving into a platform for visual storytelling. Whether you're working with images, videos, or even just text, it gives you the tools to craft compelling narratives
Yeah.
that resonate with your audience.
Absolutely. And since we've been talking about Adobe Express as a potential tool for marketers, I think it's worth diving deeper into its collaborative features. After all, in today's fast-paced marketing world, teamwork is key.
Right. And from what I've seen in the user guide, Express seems well equipped for collaboration. It allows you to invite colleagues to edit a project together, share brand assets and templates, even control who has access to what.
Yeah, that's a crucial point. They've built in different levels of access and permission to ensure brand consistency, keep everyone on the same page. It's like they've thought of everything. They even have a feature for scheduling and publishing social media posts directly from Express.
I was just going to mention that.
Yeah.
And they've recently added shared calendars for social media content, which is a game changer for marketing teams.
Imagine planning and coordinating your entire social media strategy from one platform. Streamlined workflow, reduced risk of errors, everyone's aligned on the overall marketing goals. It's a testament to how Express is evolving to meet the specific needs of marketing teams.
And one of the things that impresses me most about Express is its willingness to embrace the latest technological trends. The integration of generative AI is groundbreaking, and they're constantly adding new features. Based on user feedback and industry advancements, it's like they're always one step ahead.
Absolutely. And they're not just focusing on the flashy stuff. The What's New section mentions the ability to import files from other popular apps, like Canva and Google Drive, which makes switching to Express even easier.
That's a smart move. And they're also expanding the capabilities of their mobile app, turning it into a powerhouse for creativity on the go.
It's clear Adobe is dedicated to making Express the ultimate platform for anyone who wants to create and share their ideas with the world.
Before we wrap up our deep dive into these guides, is there anything else that's particularly exciting to you about the future of Adobe Express? Any features or capabilities that stand out?
For me, it's the perfect blend of accessibility and professional-grade tools. They've created a platform that's both incredibly easy to use and capable of producing really stunning results. It's a game changer for anyone who wants to unlock their creative potential.
I couldn't agree more. It's amazing to see how Express empowers individuals, educators, and businesses alike to embrace their creativity and bring their visions to life.
And that's what makes it so exciting. It's about making creativity accessible to everyone, regardless of background or experience. But enough about us. What about you? Is there anything that stands out to you about Adobe Express so far? Any features you're particularly excited to try out? Let us know. As we've been exploring Adobe Express, it's become clear that it's more than just a design tool. It's really like a gateway to a whole world of creative possibilities.
Okay, I like where this is going. Tell me more.
Think about it. Express gives you the ability to create everything from social media graphics to videos to even full-blown web pages. These are the building blocks of a strong online presence, whether you're an individual, a small business, or a large organization.
So you're saying that mastering Adobe Express could actually, open doors to new opportunities?
Absolutely. In today's digital landscape, having strong visual communication skills is essential, and Express equips you with the tools to really stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, it's like that saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. But in this case, it's more like an Adobe Express creation is worth 1,000 likes, shares, and conversions.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just about eye-catching visuals. Express also helps you develop a deeper understanding of design principles, storytelling, and brand identity.
Right. And those are valuable skills in any field,
Yeah.
not just the traditional creative industries.
Exactly. And as we mentioned earlier, becoming proficient in Express can even lead to professional certifications like the Adobe Creative Educator Badge.
Right. Speaking of educators, I'm impressed by how Express caters to both students and teachers.
Yeah, the user guide highlights a bunch of features specifically designed for education, from creating interactive presentations to collaborating on group projects.
And with the rise of remote learning, having a tool like Express that allows students to create and share their work digitally is really essential.
Yeah, it really shows how Express is adapting to the changing landscape of education and empowering that next generation of creatives.
Plus, we can't forget about the integration with other Adobe apps, so students who start with Express can seamlessly transition to more advanced tools, like Photoshop and Illustrator, as their skills grow.
Right, it's like a natural progression, starting with the basics and gradually expanding your creative toolbox.
Exactly.
And for those who are just starting their creative journey, Express offers a ton of support. There are in-app tutorials, a vibrant online community. The What's New section even mentions a Learn feature with step-by-step video guidance right there within the app.
It's great to see Adobe's commitment to making Express accessible and user-friendly for everyone.
It really is. Express is breaking down barriers and making creativity accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or experience.
So before we wrap up this deep dive, for our listeners who are feeling inspired to take the leap, where would you recommend they start?
I highly recommend checking out the Creative Nation Academy YouTube channel. It's at youtube.com/Creative Nation Academy. Their training director, Roland Banez, is an Adobe certified professional creative educator innovator and community expert. He's got a wealth of knowledge and resources to help you get the most out of Adobe Express.
That's a great tip. And for those who are already familiar with Express, keep exploring, keep experimenting. Dive into the What's New section. Try out those generative AI features and see what amazing things you can create.
Remember, creativity is a journey, not a destination. And with Adobe Express as your guide, the possibilities are truly limitless.
Well said. Mabuhay and happy creating everyone along.